All right, everybody, we're here at the Atlas Copco booth, and as you know, they've been one of our sponsors here for the Midwest tour, the U.S. wind farm circuit that we did, and actually going to introduce you to a guy that got stuck in the mud with us on the road.
Looking a little different in my white shirt this time. Yeah,
this is Mark. He's fresh and clean, and you know what? He has weathered the storm. He kind of went through some of this with us. Why don't you bring it on a little closer so you can hear us? I'm losing my voice today, guys. I've been talking a whole bunch, but bear with us here. We just want to show you some of these tools. Mark, why don't you give us a breakdown and run through this whole system? You've got some really neat stuff going on here, and it just looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. I mean, I get really excited about stuff like this. So shows like this, we get to see some new things. This being one of them.
Yeah, I know. What we were showing off on the road.
Exactly. So this is exactly what we've seen on the road. It's a slick battery tool, two-handed trigger.
Get on in here. Show them some of the details of this thing.
Yeah, you get immediate operator feedback, green lights for okay, red lights for not okay, displays the torque readout right on the tool. It's a really slick setup, and I like to, when you get an okay torque, there's actually a light that turns green.
That's one of my favorite functions of this tool, honestly.
Yeah, because I know a lot of times you do tower sections, you can't see the back of the tool, but you get feedback still. So, really slick setup. And also, this is kind of a cool little deal, but you get a little LCD readout on the batteries, let you know where you're at on your charge.
Now, all the guys are going to ask about like how many cycles, you know, how long will it last and all this stuff. I mean, what's your average? I mean, this is brand new, but on average, what do you think?
It's brand new. The batteries, I'm pretty confident, will last hours of use.
Okay.
And it's really tough to say this is going to last X amount of tightness.
Based on the job that you're doing.
It totally based on
I was telling people about, for sure, 50 cycles, maybe up into 100. That's what I was telling people. So.
And I think that's safe. If you did like 10% checks with this, where you're not running bolts down, you're going to get a lot longer life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, cool. It's neat to see a progression, you know, from, you know, things like this, which still have use today, right? And things like this for, you know, real small, tight areas, maybe like pucks or whatever it is.
Exactly.
But yet you're moving into this next generation. Show us the thing that kind of led up to this thing.
Yeah, so over here, this is a Tensor Revo tool.
This is the big one too.
It is the big one. So this is a 4100 Newton meter tool.
Nice. Does torque and angle.
Does torque and angle. And it's cool, you can set this up ahead of time.
I'm gonna hold this and you can kind of like show me what's up. I mean, like you just feel like the Terminator with this thing, man. Like this thing is no joke. But surprisingly for what it is still fairly light. This is like kicking ass on construction jobs.
Construction jobs all day, every day. It runs really fast. Go ahead and run the trigger, yeah.
See that?
But it's cool, you get, again, immediate operator feedback on the sides, green lights for okay, red lights for not okay. You're gonna have the torque on the back. You can change different programs that you have preset. It's really slick. It's very fast though as well. And go ahead and run a bolt down here.
Okay, we're all set up?
Yeah, it should be good to go.
That was it, man.
Oh, it was tight already.
Okay,
so we re-hit, we got a red
light.
light. Yeah, go for it.
I love the fact that you can do this number on there.
The swiveling gearbox is really cool.
Now, and tell them a little bit about how it's like transducerized and like how does it figure out the torque? It's a little bit different than some of the other stuff, right?
It really is, yeah. So this tool is unique. If you think about what you were just mentioning with some of those older style tools, those hydraulic tools, you put those tools on a transducer to get them calibrated.
Right. So
this tool has a transducer built into it.
On board.
On board. So you're getting a real torque output in this tool. It's sort of like putting a hydraulic wrench right on a calibration bench.
Yeah, and look at this cable. It's not bulky. It's not, you know, it's very nimble, but yet it's strong.
And it has actually Kevlar reinforcement, which is makes it very durable.
So it started with the Revo, you know, and then I think you guys did this number after that.
Well,
and we kind of played around with this a little bit, OMS, in San Diego.
Yep.
This is kind of like for your smaller stuff. What did you say, 700 Newton meters?
We're maxing out at 800 Newton meters on this tool.
Look at this guy, like literally like a couple pinkies I could hold this thing with. And like for your smaller jobs, this is amazing.
It is, and it's still transducerized. You still get all the readout and input. You can change your presets. It's really slick. And the other part of what makes this whole system cool, we have the Revo tool, we have battery tool, we have multiple tools that are all
including this bad boy.
Bad boy.
Michael, give him a shot of this. Like, so this is a huge electric torque wrench.
It is,
and it's all inputting data to a centralized system, and you're reading it out here.
Right. So what you have up here is, it looks a little messy, but what you're getting is OKs and not OKs that are all getting collected in a central database. And essentially it's giving you timestamps, it's telling you the serial number of the tool that's being used. You can even track it back to locations, but it's cool, somebody even overseas could log into this system and you can essentially see real time what torques are being done where.
All right. Does anybody have any questions out there? There's a few more things.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of new gadgets here. I mean, look at this guy. Check this out. And I'm running it right now, and you can't even hear it. You watch that little gearbox run. Seriously, you can't even hear it.
Yeah, this is a 150 Newton meter tool setup, and this is all part of, you know, a progression that started with the automotive industry.
Okay.
And we're doing some tweaks. We can even add bigger gearboxes here and kind of customize tools even. But this is kind of a progression from that automotive world. Some of the data collection is from the automotive world, and we're starting to migrate it over to these industrial applications. So
yeah, it looks like you have like the main controller kind of tucked away in here. That thing is impressive in itself, just how compact it is and how powerful it is. It really is just like, it's almost like taking like a tower computer and just like moving it around, and that's what all this kind of connects to, and then you're displaying here.
Right, exactly.
Cool. Well, Mark, I appreciate you coming out and visiting me.
For sure.
You know, if you're in the Midwest, this guy's the guy to hit up. They gave us a bunch of swag. I'll show you the box that's over there. Michael's going to haul it out. We're going to get as much swag as we can from these dudes, and we're going to send it out to you guys. And don't forget to show them this thing. This is their light plants. They do light plants, they do generators. They got it all covered, man.